From androids with feelings to masked princes with secrets, from memory-bending detectives to heart-throbbing forbidden romances, welcome to the Binge Zone. I'm your host, the god of binging, and today we're diving into a curated combo of must-watch K-dramas that'll steal your time and maybe your heart. So grab your snacks, silence the group chat, and let's get into it. Revenge, memory, injustice, and one young man with a brain like a supercomputer going up against a corrupt system. This isn't just a drama, it's an emotional uppercut to the soul. And today, we're diving into Remember, War of the Sun, a legal thriller that hits like a K-drama freight train. Buckle up. Released in 2015, Remember is a legal, mystery, and melodrama hybrid starring Seung-ho. Yes, it's his world and we're all just watching his dramas, and Park Min-young, who brings warmth and strength to every scene she's in. Seung-ho plays Seo Jin-woo, a young man with hyperthymesia, an extremely rare condition that gives him the ability to remember every single detail of his life in perfect clarity. Sounds cool, right? Well, not so much when he has to use that gift to fight for justice after his father is wrongfully convicted of murder by one of the most corrupt legal systems imaginable. The twist? As Jin-woo becomes a lawyer to fight the system, he begins to lose his memory, slowly falling into the same illness that afflicted his father. It's a heartbreaking race against time, a battle of wits, will, and whether truth can stand up to the power of money and lies. The courtroom scenes? Intense. The villains? Absolutely infuriating. If I had hyperthymesia, I'd finally remember where I put my charger. Instead, I just remember every embarrassing thing I said in 2011. Thanks, brain. If you liked Vincenzo, Stranger, or While You Were Sleeping, this one is a must-watch. It's not just about memory, it's about not letting the people you love be forgotten, no matter how broken the system is. What do you get when you mix forbidden love, royal secrets, epic bromance, and a mask more iconic than your skincare routine? That's right, it's time to talk about the Emperor, owner of the mask. I'm your binge deity and today we're diving into a seiyuk that's packed with power, passion, and politics. Let's unmask this drama, pun absolutely intended. He Emperor, owner of the mask aired in 2017 and stars Seung-ho. Yes, the prince of our tear ducts, and Kim So-yeon, queen of historical grace. The story follows Crown Prince Yi-sun, who grows up wearing a mask, not because he's into cosplay, but to hide his identity from a secret organization called the Pyeonsu Group. These villains basically control the nation through a monopoly on water, yeah, it's that deep. As Yi-sun comes of age, he discovers the truth behind his mask and decides to fight back, not only to reclaim his throne but to bring justice to his people. And standing by him? A sharp, strong-willed woman who's not afraid to challenge the system, and a childhood friend who, plot twist, becomes a tragic rival. Yep, seiyuk drama bingo card, full. Expect royal court drama, twisted betrayals, secret identities, and intense fight scenes with that classic historical flair. It's a K-drama rollercoaster with silk robes and slow-motion stares. Honestly, the real question is, where can I get a mask that hides me from responsibilities but still makes me look this regal? Asking for a very tired friend. If you loved Moon embracing the sun, Love in the Moonlight, or any drama with masked men and emotional speeches under moonlight, this one's for you. What happens when a man allergic to humans falls in love with a robot who's not actually a robot? Yeah, I know, sounds like sci-fi crack. Today I'm plugging you into one of the quirkiest, most unexpectedly heartwarming K-dramas out there, I'm Not a Robot. Let's boot this up. The story centers around Kim Min-kyu, a rich, isolated tech genius with a rare condition. He's literally allergic to human touch. Like, not in a dramatic, "ew people" way, in a "my throat closes up and I pass out" kind of way. Enter AJI-3, a humanoid robot developed by a genius robotics team. But when the robot breaks down, they secretly replace it with Jo Ji-ah, a regular woman pretending to be AJI-3 to avoid their investors' wrath. What follows is a romantic comedy with a sci-fi twist that blends misunderstandings, emotional healing, adorable antics, and serious, "I can't believe he's falling for a robot who's actually a human" energy. This drama will have you laughing 1 second, holding your breath the next, and then randomly sobbing at 2 a.m. because Min-kyu deserves love and protection at all costs. Honestly, if pretending to be a robot could get me into a rich guy's mansion with free snacks and Wi-Fi, I'd start updating my firmware today. Boop beep. Where's my Netflix? Here's Why I'm Not a Robot deserves a spot on your watch list. A fresh concept with heart, humor, and android-level awkwardness. Seung-ho's emotional range. This man made allergy attacks look Oscar-worthy. And honestly, the message? We're all just humans pretending to function properly. Deep stuff, fam. If you liked My Love from the Star, Are You Human Too? Or W. Two Worlds, you'll love this sci-fi rom-com that feels like a hug with a circuit board.
너 갈수록 실망스럽네.
What happens when a guy wrongfully expelled from high school comes back years later to teach the same class? Drama happens. And romance. And just a little revenge. Today we're taking a look at the heartfelt, hilarious, and surprisingly deep drama, My Strange Hero. The plot follows Kang Bok-soo, a high schooler who was wrongfully expelled after being framed for violence. The twist? His first love, Sun Soo-young, was involved in the betrayal. Ouch. Years later, Bok-soo returns to the same high school as an adult, not as a teacher, not as a student, but something in between. His goal? Revenge. But life's messy, and so are feelings. Old flames rekindle, friendships are tested, and secrets start bubbling to the surface. It's not just about clearing his name, it's about healing, growing up, and realizing that sometimes, the past just won't stay buried. Expect everything from laugh-out-loud moments to real commentary on education pressure, corruption, and how society treats its youth. Let's be real, if I went back to high school, I wouldn't be plotting revenge. I'd just try to pass math without crying. Again, here's why My Strange Hero should be on your must-watch list. Seung-ho's performance is effortlessly charming and sincere. The chemistry between the leads? Undeniable. It tackles serious issues while keeping a feel-good vibe if you enjoy shows like Who Are You?, School 2015, Dream High, or Angry Mom. This one will hit you right in the feels.
기억 읽었죠? 동의도 없이.
If you're into thrillers, crime solving, and a dash of the supernatural, Memorist is one drama that'll hook you from the very first episode. The show kicks off with a bang, quite literally. You're thrown right into the action with Dong Baek, a detective who's not just smart or brave, but has a rare supernatural ability. He can read a person's memories with a single touch. Sounds like a dream power for a cop, right? But as you'll see, it's not as easy as it sounds. From the get-go, the drama sets a fast pace, solving crimes, chasing suspects, and diving into intense investigations. And unlike your typical slow-burn K-dramas, Memorist wastes no time getting to the juicy parts. The first few episodes are packed with action, suspense, and a lot of, wait what just happened, moments. As the series moves forward, things get darker, deeper, and far more psychological. What seems like a normal case in the beginning slowly unravels into something much bigger and more dangerous. The story gets more layered, and you'll constantly question who's really pulling the strings. What makes Memorist stand out is its tight storytelling, clever plot twists, and the way it explores the idea of memory, how it shapes us, and how dangerous it can be if manipulated. The chemistry between the leads, especially the contrast between Dong Baek's fiery energy and his profiler partner's calm brilliance, keeps the tension balanced and engaging.
놈의 이름은!
What happens when a straight-laced inspector meets a rule-breaking woman, during a time when drinking could get you arrested? No, this isn't your auntie's party story, it's Moonshine, and trust me, this one's got all the right ingredients. I'm your binge deity, and today we're cracking open a bottle of Sejuk-style fun. No hangovers included. Moonshine, 2021-2022, is set during the Joseon dynasty's Prohibition era, yes, that was a thing, and follows 4 young people whose lives become entangled in unexpected ways thanks to, you guessed it, illegal alcohol. What happens when a straight-laced inspector meets a rule-breaking woman, during a time when drinking could get you arrested? No, this isn't your auntie's party story, it's Moonshine, and trust me, this one's got all the right ingredients. I'm your binge deity, cracking open a bottle of Sejuk-style fun. No hangovers included. The center of the story is Nam Young, played by Seung-ho. Yes, again. This man lives in historical dramas, a by-the-book government inspector who believes in law and order. Enter Kong Rocco, played by the ever-charming Hyeri, a noblewoman turned moonshine brewer who's just trying to pay off her family's debts. Let's just say, their first meeting involves a lot of running and not a lot of sobriety. Throw in a rebellious crown prince who'd rather drink than rule, and you've got a mix of romance, action, humor, and a little social commentary, all wrapped in a gorgeously shot period piece. This isn't your heavy palace politics drama. It's lighter, more youthful, and filled with moments that'll make you smile and swoon, sometimes at the same time. Let's be honest, if I lived in a time where drinking was illegal, I'd be hiding so much soju under my floorboards, my house would be one match away from becoming a fireworks show. If you enjoyed dramas like Love in the Moonlight, 100 Days My Prince, or Rookie Historian Gu Hae Ryung, you'll vibe with this one, especially if you like your historicals with a little mischief on the side. And that's a wrap on today's drama drop, emotional damage included, no refunds. If you're adding these to your watch list, let me know in the comments, or just admit you've already binged 3 of them. Hit that like, smash subscribe, and ring the bell like it's the final boss.